Hi everybody! I'm glad to see you back at our story time today. My name is Miss Chelsea. I do our Tuesday live story times. Just getting our stream set up here, and I want to know from you if you're joining us today, if you can hear us. So if you can hear us, please just put in the chat and let me know, and we will get started in a few minutes. We're going to wait for some people to come into the live stream, and we will get started with some fun books. In the meantime, this is a little clue as to what our books might be about today. So take a look at this while you're waiting and talk with mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, whoever you've brought with you to story time today, cousin, aunt, uncle. Talk with them about what you think the story time is going to be about. All right? So we're just going to wait for some more people to come into the stream, and we will get started in just a few minutes. You can also visit us on YouTube Live if you'd like to attend over there. The reason I'm looking at my phone is because I'm checking the stream as I'm talking to you. So if you see me looking at my phone, that's why, just for the first few minutes. You can attend on YouTube Live. You will be able to participate here on Facebook using the commenting and emoji features, all right? So you can give us a like, a heart, you can answer questions in the chat box. We're not able to offer that on YouTube Live because of the privacy settings for content for kids, but you can participate here if you like. So if you are able to tell me if you can hear me, please type it in the chat, and once we have some more people joining us, we will get started with our first book. All right? So again, we have our clue here as to what our books are about today. What are these? Do you know what these are? And if you can't hear me, please let me know. You could put it in the chat box. But yes, what are these? Can you tell from where you're sitting? Can you look on your screen? These are leaves, right? They're leaves. Why did I pick them for now, do you think? Well, you may have noticed when you go outside in the morning or you go to sleep at night that it's a little cooler outside, right? Yes, a little bit cooler. That's because autumn is coming, fall is coming, the seasons are changing, right? And when the seasons change from summer to fall, the leaves change as well. So in the spring and summer, our leaves outside on our trees and our bushes are a nice green color, green all summer long, right? But in the fall, you may have noticed that the leaves begin to change colors. Sometimes they turn brown, sometimes they turn yellow, sometimes they turn red or orange. And that happens just in fall, and that tells us that fall is coming. And then what season comes after fall? Do you know? Winter. Yes, the winter season comes after fall, right? So today I thought we could talk about fall because fall is coming. First, I want to say to all the New Brunswick families, today's your first day of school. Happy first day of school. Again, we hope you will use this for all your homework and school year needs. But back to school is another thing that signals the arrival of fall, right? So I'm going to leave my leaves here for a minute while we talk about the seasons. Some of us may not know what I mean when I say the word season, right? Well, what I mean is a time of year where there's a certain temperature outside and certain things happen in nature. I have this book for us to start with today. It's called Seasons of the Year. It's a non-fiction book. That means it's full of facts. And it's written by Margaret Hall. She is the author, and it has some beautiful photographs which we're going to look at together. All right? What makes the seasons? Summer, autumn, winter, and spring. Daylight makes the seasons of the year. And what season does this belong to? Clearly winter, right? We're making our snowman. In the winter it's cold and it snows sometimes, right? Light and heat hit the earth as it orbits the sun. The earth is tilted. The amount of daylight changes during the year because of the tilt. So sometimes we're closer to the sun, that's usually in summer. Sometimes we're further. And because the Earth is tilted, people in the northern hemisphere will experience summer when people in the southern hemisphere are experiencing the opposite. What's the opposite of summer? Winter, right? So many seasons going on the Earth. The sun's light and warmth change Earth's seasons. Each season has different weather. Seasons last about 3 months. Right? Summer is about 3 months long, fall, winter. So summer, for instance, has lots of daylight. The weather is warm, and your part of Earth tilts toward the sun in the summertime. So because it's so warm, we can play outside, right? We can wear short sleeves and shorts and sandals, and it's very sunny. But warm summer cools into autumn. Leaves turn colors and fall from the trees. Animals get ready for winter. And that's what's happening now, right? It's a little chillier in the morning. It's a little chillier at night. It's starting to cool off during the day. That's because we're going to autumn. And who's this friend here? That's a squirrel. I'm sure you've seen a squirrel. He's got his acorn. He's burying that acorn to be able to eat later. He's storing it up for the winter. Daylight hours are shorter in winter. The weather is, do you know what the weather feels like in winter? Cold, right? And snowy. Your part of Earth tilts away from the sun in winter. And look at our beautiful winterscape here. A lot of people don't like the cold, but there's still many beautiful things outside in nature during the winter time. In spring, daylight hours get longer again. Leaves and plants start to, do you know what leaves and plants start to do? They start to grow. And it can be very rainy. Why is it rainy in spring? If the leaves and the plants are growing, what do leaves and plants need to grow? There's 3 main things. Dirt, soil, right? Sunshine, we've already covered their sunshine. What's the last thing they need to do some growing? Water. They need water. And that is why it rains so much in the spring, to help those new baby plants grow. Seasons aren't the same everywhere at the same time. It's summer in the north when it's winter in the south. Remember I said that at the top of the book. So while it's winter here, it will be summer in the southern hemisphere. It's a pattern. Earth always orbits the sun. Seasons keep changing in the same pattern. Summer will come again. Then, what comes after summer? Autumn or fall, winter, and spring. So, we are going from summer to fall right now. That's what our seasons are doing. Soon we'll go from autumn to winter and then back to spring again, right? I have a book here about saying goodbye to summer and hello autumn. Sometimes it can be sad to leave the summer behind. We love the warm weather, we love being outside, but it's okay to greet the new season and think about all the good things that come with that season, right? So this is Goodbye Summer, Hello Autumn by Kendardpak. Hello, late summer morning. Not quite fall yet. Hello, trees. Hello. Now that the cool winds have come, we love how our branches sway in the sun. Maybe you felt the beautiful breeze we had yesterday. It was nice and cool. Signals that fall is coming. Hello, playful foxes and singing blue jays. Hello. We are busy looking for food. Some of us are heading south to our winter homes. So sometimes you may notice, you may see birds flying south or animals getting ready to sleep through the winter. That's how they prepare for the winter. They stay inside just like we do. Hello, walking stick and butterflies. I see butterflies. Do you see where the walking stick bug is here? Bring it a little closer. It's right there. That's a walking stick bug. It camouflages itself to look like a stick to hide from its predators. Hello! We're surprised you saw us. We try our best to blend in and we'll do the same in warmer places. So not only do birds fly south for the winter, did you know that butterflies do as well? Hello, beavers. Hello, chipmunks. And what do they say back? Hello! We have no time to play because we're making cozy nests and dens. It will be cold soon and we want to get ready. Just like us, right? When the cold weather comes, maybe we get out our winter clothes, our scarves, our coats. That's what those beavers and chipmunks are doing. What does our little friend say here? Hello, flowers. Look at those beautiful wildflowers. And the flowers say back, hello. We are leaning into the sun, enjoying the last summer rays. Some of us, like asters and phlox, are late bloomers. We make the end of the season even more colorful. So while we talked about most plants coming up in the spring, some flowers actually bloom at the end of the summer to make the beginning of autumn even more beautiful. Hello, thunder. Can you hear the thunder? Listen. Hello. You can hear my low rumble from far away. My clouds loom over the open fields and quiet hills. We have lots of thunderstorms in autumn and at the end of summer, when the heat from the summer is meeting with the cool air that's coming in for autumn. The cold and the hot air create thunderstorms. Hello, breezy wind. Look at all these leaves. Hello, I love to whoosh, drizzle, and leaves through the misty streets. Can you feel that autumn wind? Close your eyes. Maybe you have a scarf on like our friend here. Can you feel the wind blowing against you? Feels nice, right? Hello, chill in the air. Hello, it's time to bring out your thick sweaters and scarves. Hello, puddle. Hello. Now that the wind has come, I, the puddle, often get covered with fallen leaves because the wind does what? It blows the leaves out of the trees, right? Well, hello, leaves. Hello. We are changing our colors. Some of us turn red or brown while others turn gold or yellow. The dogwood leaves turn purple. Have you ever seen a purple leaf in the fall? If so, if you've seen that purple leaf among the red and the orange and the yellow leaves, you may be near a dogwood tree. Hello, big orange sun. Hello, says the sun. I am setting earlier and earlier now that summer is coming to an end. But I will see you again tomorrow. That's another way we know the seasons are changing. From summer to fall, it gets darker earlier at night. Sometimes in the summer, the sun will stay up till 9 o'clock. But sometimes in the fall, the sun can set as early as 5 o'clock. That's a big difference. Goodbye, summer. And now it's autumn in our beautiful little town. And it will be autumn soon in our city here in New Brunswick. And we can say, hello, autumn. Look at that beautiful change. So we're sad to see summer go, and we can be happy to see the beautiful colors of autumn, right? Both things can be true. We could be happy and sad at the same time, and that's okay. What I liked about the end of that book is it talked about the leaves. Remember our friends, the leaves here from earlier in the story time when we first started? I have some leaves here. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a little rhyme for us to do with these leaves, and I need your help. I need you to be the wind. So when I say along came the wind, you need to be the wind at home, okay? So, 5 little leaves in the tall, tall tree. Along came the wind, blowing all around, and one bright leaf fell to the ground. Remember in the book we saw the leaves blowing in the tree, right? And remember, you can leave comments in the chat function here. You can use emojis to participate if you like, but I also need you to be the wind. 4 little leaves now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. In the tall, tall tree, as bright and pretty as they can be. Along came the wind, let's blow. Blowing all around, and one bright leaf fell to the ground. How many are left? Can you say it? 3. 3 little leaves in the tall, tall tree, as bright and pretty as they can be. Along came the wind, blowing all around, and one bright leaf fell to the ground. Oh, we're running out of leaves on our tree. How many are left? Show me with your fingers. 2. 2 leaves, right? 2 little leaves in the tall, tall tree, as bright and pretty as they can be. Along came the wind, blowing all around, and one bright leaf fell to the ground. We got 1 leaf left, friends, right? What do you think is gonna happen? I think you know. Get your wind fingers ready. 1 little leaf in the tall, tall tree, as bright and pretty as it can be. Are you ready? Along came the wind, blowing all around. Give me a loud one. Whoosh, and one bright leaf fell to the ground, my friends. And that's right, at the end of autumn, where are all the leaves? They're all on the ground, right? And then when we walk on them, what happens? I bet you know. Can you tell me? What happens? They feel crunchy, right? Because they're dry. You hear the crunch, crunch, crunch. We can rake them together and jump in the pile, make them go everywhere, right? But at the end of autumn, they're all on the ground. Now, we've talked a lot about the trees, but we've talked a little bit about what happens to animals in fall, too. And you know what? I have a book just about that. It's called Animals in Fall. This is another nonfiction book, which means it has facts about animals in fall, and it's by Martha Rustad. I love this book. I can't wait to share with you what's in it. Animals in Fall. Ha ha! Look at our funny friend here. Fall is here. It's fall. Animals start to get ready for cooler weather. Look at our friend here. He looks maybe like a chipmunk or another small little critter, almost like a squirrel, but not quite. And what's he got? He's got some sticks and twigs and leaves in his mouth, some grass. And I bet you anything, that little friend is going to take that and put it in their den where they will sleep for the winter. What animals do? Geese know winter is coming. They fly south together. So they go to the south where it is warmer for the winter. Because remember I said, while we have winter, the southern hemisphere is having summer, and vice versa. When we have summer, they have winter, right? So the geese are saying, I'm getting out of here, it's too cold. I'm going to the south for the winter, right? Monarch butterflies fly south too. They find warm places to stay. One of the places they go is to the country of Mexico. And there's a holiday there called Dia de los Muertos, and part of it is celebrating the beautiful monarch butterflies that come there in the fall. So if you see butterflies flying, they're probably going there. Snowshoe hares change color. Their fur starts to turn from brown to white. Did you know that? Did you know that some animals can change the color with the seasons? Now, in the summer, it would help to be brown because you could blend in with the grass and the dirt and the bushes. Why would it be important for a little hare to be white in the winter? There's no green grass, there's no brown bushes in the winter. What do we have in winter? We have white snow. So for the hare to stay hidden, they turn white to blend in with the snow. Deer grow thicker coats. Thick fur keeps them warm in the cold. Just like us, right? We put on coats to stay warm in the wintertime. Squirrels get ready for winter too. They hide nuts to eat later. There's our squirrel friend, so silly. Honeybees make extra honey. They store it in their hives. So it is amazing how many different types of animals and insects get ready for autumn and for winter. Bears eat extra food. They look for dens to rest. They're going to do something called hibernation, which means they sleep in a den for the whole winter and they wait for the cold weather to thaw. The animals are ready for winter. The new season will begin soon. They're ready to wait. And that is how our animal friends prepare for winter time. So for animals, autumn is a time of preparation. They're getting ready for the winter. For us, it can be a time of celebration. We have lots of holidays in the autumn, right? Dia de los Muertos is one that I mentioned. We have Thanksgiving, and then we have the winter holidays that come up after that. But our animal friends are getting ready to sleep. And I have one last book for us today, friends. It's one of my favorites. It's called Time to Sleep by Denise Fleming. So when we say sleep in this book, what we mean is hibernate. We mean animals who are going into their little dens or their little nests to stay snugly and warm for the whole winter. That's where they stay. They go to sleep. So you and I usually can only sleep for a few hours at a time at night. But these animals can sleep for the whole winter. Bear sniffed once. Can you sniff? She sniffed twice. I smell winter in the air, said Bear. It's time to crawl into my cave and sleep. But first I must tell Snail. Have you ever been able to smell the weather on the air? Maybe you smell something, it smells like rain is coming. Maybe you can imagine that cold smell that Bear is smelling, knowing that winter's coming. Snail, all the way down here, was slowly slithering up one leaf and down the other. Snail, rumbled Bear, winter is in the air. It's time to seal your shell and sleep. Snail stopped slithering. You are right, Bear, said Snail. This morning there was frost on the grass. It is time to sleep. But first, I must tell Skunk. Maybe you see frost on the grass as it gets colder and colder in the fall. In the morning, you might see it glittering out there. It's not quite snow, but it means it was cold at night. Scratch, 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 scratch. Skunk was busy digging grubs. Here's Mr. Skunk. Skunk, winter is on its way, said Snail. It is time for you to curl up in your den and sleep. Skunk looked up. The leaves on the trees were yellow and red. All right, said Skunk, I will sleep. But first I must tell Turtle. So there's our telltale sign that autumn is here and winter is coming, right? The leaves have changed. Turtle was off on a ramble. Look at his shell there. Stop, Turtle, cried Skunk. I have news. Winter's on the way. Turtle blinked. Winter? Yes, winter, said Skunk. It's time for you to dig down deep and sleep. The days have been growing shorter, muttered Turtle. It is time to sleep. But first, I must tell Woodchuck. Turtle trudged up Woodchuck's hill. Woodchuck, called Turtle, winter's on its way. It's time for you to burrow down and sleep. Thank goodness, said Woodchuck with a sigh. My skin is so tight I could not eat another bite. I'm ready to sleep. But first, I must tell Ladybug. So Mr. Woodchuck had been eating so he could sleep through the winter. Can't eat another bite. Ladybug, right here, was perched on a high branch in a maple tree. Ladybug, called Woodchuck, winter is on its way. Ladybug flew over Woodchuck's head. The leaves are falling from the trees, said Woodchuck. It's time for you to slip under a log and sleep. All right, said Ladybug. But first I must tell Bear. Wait a minute. Who started all this? Does Bear know that it's time to sleep? Yes. Bear was already softly snoring in her cave. Bear, cried Ladybug, wake up, wake up. Bear grumbled and rolled over. The sky is full of geese. Honking goodbye, cried Ladybug. Winter's on its way, Bear. Remember, another sign. Animals going away for the winter. Bear opened one eye. Then she opened the other eye. What? Growled Bear. It's time to crawl into your cave and sleep, said Ladybug. Ladybug is right there on Bear's nose. Ladybug, grumbled Bear, I am in my cave. I was asleep. Oh dear, said Ladybug. I am so sorry, Bear. Please, go back to sleep. Bear rolled over and closed her eyes. Ladybug slipped under a log nearby. She's all the way down here. Look how big Bear is compared to Ladybug. Good night, Bug, said Bear. Good night, Bear, said Ladybug. Good night, Woodchuck. Good night, Turtle. Good night, Skunk. Good night, Snail. Good night, everyone. See you in the spring. The end. So our animal friends will go to sleep for fall. Yes, for fall and winter. So, like I said, we're starting just now to experience those cooler nights and cooler mornings that mean fall is coming. Do you know what the official first day of fall is? If so, you could put it in the chat. But I thank you all for joining us here for story time today. I had so much fun reading our 4 stories. and watching our beautiful leaves fall. Again, you can come back to us on Thursday for Cuentos y Canciones, which is our all Spanish language story time. That's Thursday at noon with Miss Linda Stork, and I hope we will see you there. Bye-bye!